What's going on, man? Welcome to the channel. This is Promise of Truth. So if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I kind of wanted to gear this channel around self-help for women, men, but in the mind of a man who's been married 20 years and never cheated and has been faithful. And you work through the hard times, you love the good times. And the hard times are usually where men mess up. And coming from a family background of two parents who were married, and I've seen undivided attention, love, consideration, and parents splitting. But, I took the good and left the bad out, And so, you get a lot of people, a lot of men. Man, I love all the dudes that talk about marriage and relationships, but none of them dudes be married. None of them be married. They're either, divorced with kids and they'll share their experience. But we need another perspective from a guy who has 20 years deep in a relationship, married a high school sweetheart, long journey. We were friends, quote unquote friends, before, we got married. So I already knew her and we grew up together. And so, it's a different concept, but then again, you still got the mind of a man who's never cheated, who's always stayed seeing that person as a person that saw, right? When I was attracted to her then, but as years go on and kids come in the picture, the attractiveness and the aging process of becoming a woman and becoming responsible and becoming driven gets more and more attractive. Now, I'm not gonna say that I'm not a man. I'm a man, I look at other women, but I don't get the intensity of wanting to ruin everything that my girl has done in my life, ruin all the memories. Well, you can't ruin memories, but you could you can import the wrong type of memories into a good memory, right? So I want to talk about today. I just wanted to kind of introduce myself, and this is what I was gonna go in on. And I want you guys to tap in with me and let me know if this is a subject you want me to hit on, meaning how to keep a marriage. That's what we're gonna start with first. And then we'll go into how to keep a man interested, Then we'll go into how to keep a man interested after you guys have slept together. Because all these things coincide with marriage and a relationship. 20 years of no cheating. 20 years of honesty. Right? 2 kids. 20 years of supporting each other, no matter what it is. 20 years of being attracted to the same girl. The same girl. We're not blind. I'm not blind. But think about it. If you can train your mind to do anything else in the world, you can train your mind to be for one woman. I didn't say it was easy. I just said you keep yourself out of situations. and you keep yourself surrounded around people who are similar minded, like-minded, because temptation is a bitch, right? But that doesn't mean that you go 100% tempted and follow through with it. So, as I say, from a man who's had 20 years of successful marriage, I want to give you my brain, my take, the things that I've saw coming from a man who's actually in a marriage, actually in a relationship right now. And she's happy. Purposely, I upset her sometimes, Sometimes I do that, but we'll get into why I do that. See, there's a lot of avenues that I'm going to take you guys down, right? To let you guys know, or let you all know, what goes into a mind of a real man who's been 20 years deep and has never cheated. 20 years deep. I want you to let that sink in, right? Let it sink in. 20 years. So normally you hear that from an old couple, right? Because that's all I usually hear from is an old couple. Because once somebody cheats in a relationship, that shit starts over. Because you've already cheated the relationship. So that's what cheating means. It's like you went to fulfill something that you were supposed to work out with your significant other, your special person, your better half, right? The person that makes everything make sense for you. So once you step out on that idea in that relationship, I believe you got to start over in your years of marriage. Just like they say, you have to start over. Well, let's do it like this. Let's take it one day at a time. I'm not saying I'm going to forgive you, but it's going to take time for me to understand and to kind of get your trust again, right? So, to me, that's starting over. And your clock should start over with the years of marriage, because now it's like you've got to fix that you should have got with your wife or with your girlfriend. I don't want to get into girlfriend and wife. It's not the same. So we're going to stick with wife. And I'll get into it. I don't want to get sidetracked from the introductory, right? So this is going to be a ongoing journey. I'm going to take you guys through steps and my experiences as someone currently married, currently with a 20-0 track record, right? I go by promise of truth, because what I do is always the truth. See, if I go back into my background and where I started, you'll understand why I turned out the way I turned out. But I'm going to take you down that journey when it's time to take you down that journey. I hate when people do not talk about what the title says, and they deviate and they keep you wanting to get to the point. I'm a person that's going to get to the point right away. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm introducing the scenario. I'm introducing topics. I'm introducing myself so you guys can understand that I'm a guy of morals, integrity. I say what I mean what I say. I learned that in Detroit years ago, right? So like I was saying, You only hear about 20-year relationships, and what are the people want to know what are the gems? What kept you guys alive? What kept you guys together? Yeah, it is communication, but it's way more than communication. It's way more than communication, because you can communicate and none of y'all can understand or even come to some type of compromise. So it's way more than communication. Yes, communication is a key, but it's only one key, right? It's only one key. So understanding that I have 20 years straight, no time off, no taking breaks, 20 years, me and my wife, my son, he'll be 19, and my other son will be 17. Yeah, right. I say the same thing. Like, goddamn, you don't even look like you should have. Yeah, that's how it be. But the stress comes in a relationship when you don't know the background of the person you're dealing with. You don't know the history, meaning in every single situation, you got to look at that. You got to look at the woman's background, meaning who her mom is, who her dad is, what's the history of their relationships. Did their grandparents stay together? Did their great grandparents stay together? Do they have relatives in the family that have a history of staying together? That will tell you a lot about if your marriage is gonna work out. I'm not saying 100% of the time. I'm just saying majority of the time, that's how the mind of a woman or a man is gonna develop, considering their surroundings and where they're at currently in their development, meaning where they're around. So you, like I said, you only hear this from old couples saying that they've been together 30, 40 years, 50 years. But even then, they're living in an older age, an older time frame. Some of the policies and relationship tips are completely thorough. But the point I'm saying is, now you got it from somebody who's young and has 20 years, no infidelity. I'm gonna keep stressing that, because that's major to me. Because there's so many people that get in, yeah, we've been together this long, yeah, but y'all had all these I'm not saying that all these bumps in the road, you can't have them, but I don't want to have them. There's no reason. So this is why you get with the girl that you've always wanted. You see what I'm saying? You get with the girl that you always wanted, and you train your mind to stay the way it was when you first fell in love with her. When you first were like, God damn, she looked good. That's the kind of mentality you need to keep. And then I can also coach women on what's going to help maintain that. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be fun. There's a lot of channels out there, a lot of people out there giving advice. Shout out to you. But now you're getting it from somebody who has real life, real time experience still going on. I can give you gems. I can give you, I don't even want to call it gems. I can just give you real life, real time advice. Not man, back when I was married 5 years ago and shoot, she cheated on me or I cheated on her, or majority of the time I just hear about the men cheating on the women. So I'm just going off of that. I'm sticking from a male perspective, right? So I can tell you what it is. So stick around, man. Make sure you, I hate saying this, but make sure you hit the like button. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think, because I'm really gonna come with some real life facts, no opinions. I'm not coming with opinions. This is how I maintain 20 years of happiness. It gets rough, but the only time it gets rough is when you don't understand who you are. So, thanks for joining in. Video coming soon. I need you guys to hit in the comments, hit the like button, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the Promise of Truth channel. And hope to see you soon.